Yo, MS Dad, hear me roar. The pride song, yeah, the warrior score. Orange on my feet, rooted to the core. Foundation strong, what I'm fighting for. From the ground up, built with might. MS try to dim.
Good morning, guys. MS Dad here. I'm going to start with this morning's vlog by saying I slept pretty good. I didn't wake up a whole lot. Woke up pretty early this morning. We had a few cramps and a little bit of irritation. My legs feel tingly and tired, as to be expected. But overall, it's a pretty normal morning for me. I wanted to go into detail and talk about fatigue. I know a lot of us with multiple sclerosis fight fatigue, and as I said before, I'm not a doctor or scientist or anything of the sorts. But what I use for fatigue, because with multiple sclerosis, when I wake up, I still can't do anything. I'm still very tired, exhausted, and my body won't move. So what I found, this is only what I've found. I'm not a doctor. I want to stress that I'm not a doctor. But what I've done for me is I had attention deficit disorder. So I was already taking medicine for that. So I started to do my own research, and if you research Adderall, one of the effects of that is that it can increase energy levels, heart rate, and blood pressure, adrenaline, things of that nature. So what I do is I increased the dose a little bit on that, and the doctor allowed it, and I explained why, and we tried to see what would work, and it did work, and it is working. So basically I wake up, and the first thing I do is take my medicine, and one of those being my Adderall. I give it about 15-20 minutes, and then I start to feel normal again. I don't know what the long-lasting effects are. I don't know what will happen in the future. I do know I maintain a good heart rate. My blood pressure is low, it's like 117 over something. My heart rate stays good. My oxygen absorption stays good. My sugars stay good. I do keep a check on tabs and all that, because I don't want to, rely on pharmaceutical medications for everything. I do want to find ways around pharmaceuticals and ways to counteract the multiple sclerosis. Ways that we can cope with life and still function, still do things, and still be a member of society, an active member. I think that's the biggest part with people with multiple sclerosis, is just staying an active member of society. But for fatigue, that's what I do. I use the Adderall. It does help with the attention deficit disorder. Obviously, I've increased the dose to maybe be more than what is needed for just the ADD, so that it has a side effect of energy burst. Again, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not encouraging anyone to do any of this stuff. One thing I found too is I used a time release Adderall. There was a gel cap. It was a generic form, but it was time release. The problem with the time release was it didn't give you the initial burst of energy at the beginning, whereas the non-time release Adderall does. So what I tend to do is I take a full tablet in the morning as soon as I wake up. That's 50 milligrams, and then at noon I'll take a half a tablet, or 1 o'clock I'll take half a tablet, just to kind of get it over the last little bit of the day, and not to be, wired come bedtime, so you have an issue with sleeping, because I already have an issue with that as well. We all know multiple sclerosis people when you face disability and you lose work and you all the changes in life, it does make it difficult for one to sleep. So I don't want to add to that, but that's just something I do for fatigue, and it might help you if you want to try it, or if you're able to. But again, that's what I do personally. I just discuss what I'm doing. I'm not saying or recommending anyone do anything I do. I just, you know, I'm just explaining to you folks exactly what I do and how I feel and what multiple sclerosis does to MSDAD. But that concludes the video today, this morning. It's 5:18 a.m. here in Indiana. My wife is going to work today. I'll see if I can get in some stuff and record for you guys and drop a few videos today as well. But as always, you guys have a great morning. You have a great day, and always smile, my friends.